Look, I've got some expensive goji berries here. They're Lycium barbarum, I think. And here they are. That's what they look like dried. And they taste alright. Dried. And that's what they look like. And I'm right beside here Lycium ferocissumum. There we are. That's African Boxthorn, Lycium ferocissumum. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect a whole lot of these in the coming weeks, and I'm going to pick the branches and I'm going to let them dry out and see what they taste like, because these are edible according to wild food experts, and I'll give them a try as a dried sultana-like fruit. It should be nice. Here's a blossom of a Lycium ferocissumum, the African boxthorn. A blossom. And on this shrub there's a whole lot of fruits coming along. They're all coming along and they'll be ripening in the next couple of weeks. So what I'll do, I might actually cut the branches. I'll bring the branches back to the house and I'll hang them up and let them dry out in the warm sunlight, or well, not in the sun, but just in the warm dry air somewhere under shelter, yes. And of course they're toxic when they're green, but then goji berries are toxic too when they're green, aren't they? They are. These aren't goji, these are Lycium ferocissumum, African boxthorn. But we'll see how they go. And I'll try them dried and compare. I'll give a taste test. Anyway, always remember that don't eat any wild food without consulting first with a botanist and a wild food expert. It should be fun to see whether they taste like goji berries or not, dried. They look very like goji berries, don't they? Except they're not vining. I suppose it's a difference between a pear and a nashi fruit or something. They have a lot of similarities. Of course the green ones are toxic. But I mean, you don't normally eat green tomatoes or green potatoes, do you? You don't. Here we are looking at some African boxthorn berries in the countryside. They seem to endure the heat very well, and I haven't observed that they get fruit fly, which is interesting. So you've got a hot and dry climate resistant fruit, and it doesn't get fruit fly. Makes you wonder why it isn't as popular as goji berries. Some more. Does make you wonder why they're not as popular as goji berries. Makes me wonder anyway. Just growing wild in the countryside. African boxthorn berries. That's what they look like.